Hi YouTube. This transmission came in a couple weeks ago for repairs, so we have to bore out some bores and do some other work to it. So let me reset the camera. Yeah, here it is. At some point in time, it wiped out the bearing, and that tore up some of the bores on the housing. Here's one here. This gets re-bushed here. I have to bush this, and it's chewed up. It gets there's some seals that run in there, and a clutch runs from, I guess it runs from the hole here, and then engages forward, reverse. I don't know what it does. It's supposed to be transmission from a big outside forklift, I think. I don't know exactly. I think it's a case. Okay, we're up on the machine. This is the bore. It's got grooves in here. I don't know if you can see them or not. That's somewhere. That shaft had little piston ring seals in there, and feed grooves, and so that's got to be bored out. But it's the same as this one, so I know what to do with it. So we're good to go. It's sitting on 4 blocks on a surface that I cleaned down. It feels pretty good. Maybe 1,000 or something like that. And I don't know what to do with this end. Maybe I'll put a jack under it and put a clamp down this end. This isn't really too great to clamp here and here. They're too close together. But I can put a clamp maybe here. Got a slot here. One here. And if I go light on it, it should be okay. Light on the cuts. Or it'd be a lot more steady if I put a clamp down here, but then you never know if you can pull the thing. So I have to shim it just perfect, or put a screw jack under there. Alright, that's all for now. Here we're taking a semi-finished cut. I've set her on here, leveled her up, trimmed it in, had to make a little program up by hand because the bore cycle in Mastercam really doesn't work right on this machine. This machine does not orient. And normally they will go to the orient position. I want the dead spindle retract, so I had to program manually to start the spindle, run it down, wrap it down close, and then feed through. Stop the spindle, and wrap it back up with the spindle stop. I'm going to take, I got 10 thousandths left in there. I'm going to take 2 5/1000 cuts and see how it holds the size on this hold of leg bar. Alright, she's coming through now. Just kind of wrap it back out, spindle stop, wrap it back out. That way you don't get a swirl. If you have a swirl, better have a little drag mark than a swirl. A swirl can be a leak, hydraulic leak. Alright, here we go. Adjusted in 5/1000ths. Alright, time to measure again. See if we got that 5 out. We got about 4 9/10. I got about 4 more thousandths to go. Okay, this will be the last cut. Alright, the bushing stock's here and she's in the saw. And the saw's eating it up. It's a TSC Black Bull 4 1/4 inch, 4.5 inch bandsaw. On a rough casting, I like to turn it actually round spot. So I turn the round spot on the back so that sometimes the part is out of round and it'll slip on in the chuck when you're machining it. So I turn around spot and it'll seat against that shoulder so it won't push back. I find that's the best way to do castings. Cast material, any kind of rough material. There goes the lead drill. It's about 7/16, I guess. You can see it running out a little bit sometimes, these cast material. This is continuous cast. It means the molten metal is forced out of the furnace through a die. And it's really good outside dimensions and quality, but sometimes inside is a little porous. This is 5564. 2 inches. Alright, we're rough turning the outside down. It's going to go out here and stop. You can see the cut. That's the tow path on the Prototrak. That's not much weight. We'll go back 2.5 inches and then I'm going to take another cut. Alright, here's my homemade hydraulic jack. I'm going to put the cylinder, the liner in. It's got 2000s press. I'll put some of this stuff from the this red grease. This red grease has always been good for me to put the bushings together. So we'll see how she works. I'll have to put a spacer under there. That's a twin cylinder jack. Level here to be sure it stays level. I'll have to take it apart and put a spacer under here because we're just about down on the housing. Right, there's a piece of junk spacer in there. Alright, that's solid. I'll probably have to put another spacer in there. Let's take it apart and take a look. Alright, here go the finished cuts on the board. The new sleeve is in there. And, making finished cuts. We got about 15 thou to go. Alright, here's the second side of this box. I had to service grind a spacer block to hold it under there. It's not 1 inch, it's like 13 thousandths under 1 inch that step, so I had to put a clamp on top so I didn't pull the casting. We've got a clamp inside the other end, right there, holding down on that boss, right there. Boring head is in there and set. I'm ready to take a test cut through there. Oh, just a minute, I'll set this camera on a stand. Okay, here we go. Put her in manual. Auto button. Cycle start, that's going to tell me to change the tool. So I got a change tool. That comes up automatically. Tool changer or not. And away we go. I'll put her in single block. So we go down easy. Okay, that's a 1/2 inch above the actual bore. Okay, now where we go. I already ran in, I cut in it by hand just to clean it up, but you can't get a good finish to run it by hand. So, gotta keep that on the board now. So this isn't really gonna take anything. Got about 150 thousandths to take out of there, and then I have to make a sleeve that I'm going to lock that in. Alright, and we should go up. Okay. So I'll adjust to 50 thousandths. And we'll take another cut. 50 thousandths, one rev on the dial. I'll slow that spindle down a hair. Alright. Tool change again. And away we go. Alright. And don't bust that thing. That damn tool. This thing stalled out on that first hole, on that first cut. This is direct drive. This machine has very low end torque, so I have to watch the feed. And now I have to indicate to be sure nothing moved. That's standard procedure if you break a tool or have any kind of problem when you're trying to do precision boring. Go back and double check your setup. Alright, here's the first cut. Alright, time to take a test, see where we're at. $1.125, we've got 75 to go. I'll take another 50. Which is 1 revolution. Okay. Back to manual, back to auto. Alright, cycle start. Change the tool. Alright, here we go. Alright, ready to go. Just to show you how close this job is, you can look at the clearance under here. That's 3/4 of an inch right now, and we got a ½ inch to go. So that's how close this job is. Finished cutting the transmission housing. Just another 1,000th, I hope. Here we are boring out the liner. 4 bushings. That's to go to 3.5 inches. just roughing out the bore. I got a couple more cuts to go. Alright, we're finishing the outside. Got the inside rough board. I'm going to have to finish it in place probably. I'll pick some more out. I'll have to let it cool down before I take the finished passes. This will shrink down 1,000, 2,000, depending on how tough the job is. The incremental tells you how far you have to go if you're going in a corner. You can have a good idea. We're going off into a corner there. We got ½ inch to go. This shows you approximately where you have to go before it comes out. And this is the first page. This is in a cycle. This is the first page of the cycle. This is the turning cycle. It automatically calculates your rough cuts. Ideally, this would be done on the indexer, but I just don't have time for that today. So I use that parallel clamp to line up the hex with a vice jaw.